We gotta get in by all means.
As well. It has your name in
I have lived for 18 years, to a large fortune, endowed besides with excellent parts, inclined by nature to industry, fond of respect of the wise, and good among my fellow men, and thus, as might have been supposed, with every guarantee of an honorable and distinguished future. With every day, and from both sides of my intelligence, the moral and the intellectual, I thus drew steadily nearer to that truth, by whose partial discovery I have been doomed to such a dreadful shipwreck. That man is not truly one, but truly two.
Hey, are you lost? Can you speak English? 안녕하세요. Do you need help?
Hi, Mr. Jekyll.
Hello, Miss Allen. How's it going?
I'm doing well. I'm so glad that you're happy today.
Yep, very happy months.
But that's a good thing.
I hesitated long before I put this theory to the test of practice. I knew well that I risked death for any drug that so potently controlled and shook the very fortress of identity might, by the least scuffle of an overdose or at least the opportunity in the moment of exhibition, utterly blot out the immaterial tabernacle which I looked to it to change. I learned to recognize the thorough and primitive duality of man. I saw that, of the two natures that contended in the field of my consciousness, even if I could rightly be said to be either, it was only because I was radically both. I knew from my experiments to be the last ingredient required. I saw for the first time the appearance of Edward Hyde. All human beings, as we meet them, are commingled out of good and evil. And Edward Hyde, alone in the ranks of mankind, was pure evil.
Mr. Howard class officer. Fine.
My evil kept awake my ambition.
Mr. H class.
What?
I can't find.
Hyde, after all, and Hyde alone, that was guilty. Jekyll was no worse. He woke again to his good qualities seemingly unimpaired. Woke the next day in bed with somewhat odd sensations. It was in vain I looked about me. Something still kept insisting that I was not where I was, that I had not wakened where I seemed to be. I slept, or even dozed for a moment in my chair. It was always as Hyde that I awakened, under the strain of this continually impending doom, and by the sleeplessness to which I now condemned myself, even beyond what I had thought possible to man, I become in my own person a creature, eaten up and emptied by fever, languidity, weak, both in body and mind, and solely occupied by one thought, to sleep in the body of Edward Hyde.
Right now. I can't believe this can't be happening. It can't be Hyde right now.
Had been long caged, he came out roaring. I cannot say, nothing lived in him but fear and hatred, and when at last, thinking the driver had begun to grow suspicious, when I came to myself at landing, the horror of my old friend perhaps affected me somewhat, I do not know, which I looked upon these hours, a change had come over me. It was no longer the fear of the gallows, it was the horror of being Hyde that racked me. All things therefore seemed to point to this, that I was slowly losing hold of my original and better self, and becoming slowly incorporated with my second and worse. Between these two, I now felt I had to choose. My two natures had memory in common, and shared in the pleasures and adventures of Hyde. The balance of my nature might be permanently overthrown. The character of Edward Hyde become irrevocably mine. The powers of Hyde seem to have grown with the sickness of Jekyll. Or will he find the courage to release himself at the last moment? God knows, I am careless. I know how he fears my power to cut him off by suicide. true hour of death, and what is to follow concerns another than myself. About a week has passed, and I am now finishing the statement under the influence of the last of the old powders. This, then, is the last time, short of a miracle, that Henry Jekyll can think his own thoughts or see his own face in the glass. This is my true hour of death, and what is to follow concerns another than myself. Here then, as I lay down the pen and proceed to seal upon my finger, I bring the life of that unhappy Henry Jekyll to an end.